Alright, so while waiting for the others, let me just transfer this one. We have 0.1. So I don't know, maybe they're not going to join anymore. But so here is the result for the looping and array. Okay, so from this table, okay, so we are getting the value 1 right here, 2, and then 3. So as you guys can see, but just check. This one is 0. Yeah. Okay. So we've started with 0 index, and then we've incremented by 1. 0, 1. Wait a second. I'll just verify one thing. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we've already add here a 30H. Okay, where in 30H again is equal to 0. So by default, we have a value of 0 in characters. So we just increment that one by 1, by using this table. So this is equal to 1H, 2H, and then 3H. Okay. So the first loop incremented by 1, so that's why we are getting a result of 1. The second loop incremented by another 1, so that is why we are getting the value 2. Or we could also say that it did add the second index, okay, or the most or the more proper term is first index, okay. So this is 0 index, and then this is the first index, okay. So plus 2, okay, for the hexadecimal for the second index, and then plus 3, okay, for the hexadecimal for the for the second index, okay. So if we're going to change this one into what can we change right here? So maybe 5, okay. So we are going to loop until this 0, 5H. Okay. So we'll get a value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is similar with this one right here, but it's just in a form of a table. So instead of starting with 0 decimal, okay. So in here you're starting with 1 hexadecimal. Okay. Okay. So are we clear so far for this last example? This is looping an array. So this increment si right here is basing that one on the given value. So let's try one more example, I think. So this is the first loop, second loop, and then third loop. What if we'll change this 1 into, let's say, 7h, and change this 1 into 3? So we are expecting a result of 37, wherein 7 or 37 hexadecimal is 7. So let's try that one out. So there you go. So it's 127. Okay, so it is not incrementing by 1, but it's adding, okay, whatever is the value of that index. So you are getting the, it will loop 3 times. So this is the first index, another 0 index, okay, first index, and then second index. Okay, so that is why we have here value of 7. So if this is 5 and this is 2, then we will get 2, 5, and then 7 as a result. It's like basically we're just displaying whatever is in our table. Okay, so of course you have to follow this format wherein of course you're going to start with 30h, so that we will start with 0, okay, because 30h is 0. So there you go. Are we clear so far? Let's display everything. 2, 5, 7, 4, 5. So were you guys able to follow? Our last example. So 1 out of 3. So just let me know, guys, Mr. Mina and then Miss Garcia, if ever you guys have a concern, just message me. Okay, and that is already freely looping with comparison, or looping and array with comparison. Okay. And for your last task, this task 3.7, so looping and array, modify the looping and array sample code, this one right here, to add the following functionality. So allow user to enter a number from 0 to 9, display if the input is found in the table, and then if it's found, then just see item found. Otherwise, display item not found. Okay, so we have an example right here. Of course, it's ranging from 0 to 9. So the user inputted a number of 3, so it's item found. If it's, wait a sec, why is it item not found on 7? Okay, so maybe it's already basing on this table DB. So table contains the same data as the example. So 01H, 02H, 3H, 4H, and then 5H. So of course, as you guys can see, we can only set 5 results for the item find. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then 6 and above, 6 to 9, is already item not found, because it's not part of the table. So just use the same table, okay, as given on the example, this 0 to 0, 5 only. So do not modify that one anymore. Recording. Okay. And yeah, that's already it for the task 3.7. So are we clear? Hello? Are we clear, guys? So I can only ask the three, who were able to attend earlier, Kabuwag, Mina, and then Garcia. Okay, but for Mr. Pulman and then Mr. Tanical, of course, they do not know what I'm asking anymore since they are late. Anyway, just watch the recorded Zoom meeting later. But before we end our meeting, so one more time, do you guys have any questions or clarifications? So maybe we can go back one more time since we still have, 3 more hours to be exact. So starting from the first example, second, and then 3. Questions or clarification? So I guess you guys don't have any other concerns anymore. Not even sure if you guys are in front of your computers. But yeah, the due dates of your activities will be 3 weeks from now. That would be on July 28th. And then the coverage of your final exam will be, of course, starting from, wow, so there's only 2 modules. Okay, so just module 3C and module 3D. Yeah, actually it's just one module. This one is just a continuation of this module 3. And yeah, your final exam will be on August 4. Yeah, that is August 4. Okay. So maybe I'll publish one more module. Okay, but that is just a summary of the arithmetic. Okay, the multiplication, division, addition, subtraction of the module 3. So any questions or clarification so far before we end our meeting?
None, sir.
Okay. So if you guys don't have any other questions anymore, then you guys may not go. So as always, thank you guys for coming. I still really appreciate it, even though I'm not even sure if you guys are in front of your computers, but you were attending our Zoom meeting, so that is very big thanks for me. Okay. So yeah, see you guys. Maybe I'm not really sure because this is our last discussion already. So we'll just meet maybe if you guys have a lot of questions. But if no one is asking, then I'm not even sure if you guys have questions or not. So just message me first, okay? And then probably if most of you a lot of concern has a lot of concerns, then we can meet next week or next week. Okay. So just let me know, guys, if you are having a problem with those tasks or activities. Sige, Mr. Tanikala, it happens, my case, I am also late sometimes. So just watch the recorded Zoom meeting later on. Okay, so you guys may now go. Happy lunch to all of you.